League starts are important to get right if you want to dominate the content early on and bring home that bacon. Which is why on League Start you want to pick a strong skill, known to work early on while leveling and progress through to the end game on a low budget. And for a couple weeks prior, I had set my mind on a build I knew would work on a low budget and I could get ramped up to the end game easily. But then I saw this, and I couldn't help but fantasize about shield charging through monsters with Righteous Fire on, having them explode around me. Now I love Righteous Fire, but it is not an ideal League start by any stretch of your imagination, and I can't honestly recommend it to you as a League starter. On top of all that, it just got nerfed out of left field. Wrapped in Flames, the most powerful notable for Righteous Fire, got eviscerated. This was a big blow to RF because this notable really kind of kept it together and made it somewhat competitive with decent build. But now it's gone. And unfortunately, I have an unhealthy love addiction to Righteous Fire, and no matter how many times it burns me, I keep coming back for more. My RF build will have a need for speed. I'm going to rock a life-based Trickster, an Ascendancy which gives attack speed, damage, and sustain for Righteous Fire. Because of Wrapped in Flame being completely gutted, my tree's only going to grab one set of Cluster Jewels, and instead it's going to focus mostly on life, RF damage scaling, and AoE. To acquire juicy explosions while mapping, I'm going to grab Mute Wind Pennant, a shield previously used by no one. Now gives us instant war cries, along with the onslaught, which will be great for speed, and this will basically allow us to bind our infernal cry to our left click, so that way, constantly while we're mapping, we're going to be proccing our infernal cry, and explosions are going to be going off while we're moving at warp speed, and it's going to feel good, it's going to feel cool. For our helmet, we're going to be crafting a 6-link plus RF helmet with Essence of Horror, in the late game that is. Early on, we're going to settle for a 5-link from just one Essence of Horror slam and call it good. For our chest piece, we will start out with something cheap like an Ambush Charge or a Belly of the Beast, but thanks to the new keystone, Supreme Ostentation, we can wear Garb of the Ephemeral for 50% uptime on 50% more elemental damage, something I've always wanted to do, but was generally out of reach because of the attribute requirements. Past these items, it's going to be a process of buying rare items just to get by until I can afford to start doing my own higher end crafts. I'll link my planned skill tree in the description for those curious, but I'll be filling it out as I go, and this may change. I'll be making a more in-depth, updated guides on the character as I get it fleshed out and get something really concrete going, but if you want to see the build in progress, I'm going to be streaming pretty much all hours I'm playing the game, which will basically be the majority of hours I'm not sleeping. Speaking of streaming, I'm going to start streaming again today, looking into more ways to abuse Harvest Crafts. Feel free to stop by if you got any questions about PoE. I'll try to give some good advice. Other than that, it's going to be League Start, and we're going to have a lot of fun learning Righteous Fire on a League Start and seeing how that goes. Now, when League starts, I'm going to have a lot less time to make videos because I'm going to be playing PoE and streaming all day long, so I won't be able to put out so many videos here, but hopefully I can still get to you guys some good content based on what I can figure out during the League, what's abusable, how you can make some really cool items, and I'll try to share that with you guys here. Till then, you guys have an excellent day. Thanks for watching, guys.